All right. Hello, everyone. This is Kristen Codes. I'm coding every day until I become a web developer. Today was a really great day. First, I'm going to start with everything that I did today, which is I continue doing some of that JSON in the MDN documentation. I'm just going to increase that like that. Where it was teaching me how to work with JSON. Let me move this right there. Teaching me how to work with JSON. And I was reading over it yesterday, but by the end of the day, I was already tired and I was like exhausted. I had already put too much in my brain already. But I woke up today, looked at it, got into some JSON, and I understand it a lot better, especially when it comes to async and using await. So I did make some notes here. So in the tutorial, we use, sorry. So usually they make a async function. I think like they do the functions like this right here. But I was like, I wonder, can you do that as an expression? So I did this and that worked. So the first step is to place the URL in the variable. Then we create a request object with that URL. Then we create a response, which I is a we use await fetch, and I think fetch gives a promise or something like that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around promises and callbacks and promises. I did a little tutorial today. I watched some bro code. Then we have superheroes text equals await.response.text, which takes the response and turns it into a string. Yeah. Okay, so it turns the promise into a string. This gets a response promise, turns the promise into a string. Then we do JSON.parse, which we learned yesterday over here. JSON.parse changes a JSON string to a JavaScript object. And then we place we do JSON.parse on the superheroes text that we got from the response. And then right here, I just console.logged. And then I created a function called populate header and populate section. And I did that because I wanted to populate all the data in the header and the section. So in populate header, we're passing the object, which is the superheroes object. We're creating a header. We're creating an H1. Well, we're accessing the header that's already right here. And then we are creating a H1 element that is eventually going to be appended to the header. We're setting the text content of the object to squad name, and I put the JSON file right here. So this is the data, and when it comes in, we're gonna get a squad name. So I want to put that in the header. And then we append the H1 to the header. We create a paragraph, and in that paragraph, we want to put the hometown and when the superhero group was formed. So you can see it comes in with a squad name, the hometown, and the year that it was formed in. Then we append all that to the we append that to the header. I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like over here. Let me just go here. Let's open a new one. Did it do the thing? Are you doing the thing? Okay. And I should add some superhero squad, some margin bottom to the H1. I mean to the header. So let's see. We populate header dot append child. Let's do header dot, I think it's style dot margin bottom equals 20 pixels. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, yeah. And then we could also do, I guess, header dot style, well, header dot append, yeah, header dot append child, document dot create element HR, and then that, and then save. Okay, so we get an HR right there. Yeah. All right. And then let's go to the populate section, and these are the, this is a section, this is a section, this is a section. There's 3 sections. To populate the section, we're going to pass that same object in from superheroes, which is, excuse me, we're going to pass superheroes into this populate section. We're going to get the section element in the HTML, which is right here. Then we're going to create a H2, 3 paragraphs, and 1 unordered list. So we have the hero H2, created a H2, and that's going to be the hero name. Then we have the hero paragraph 1, which is going to be the secret identity. And then we have the paragraph 2, which is the hero age, and the paragraph 3, which is going to be the superpowers. And in the superpowers, there's going to be a list, and that's going to be the hero's power list. And if we look at the JSON, hero name, secret identity, hero age, we can see that in the members list, we can access the name, age, secret identity, and the powers array. So next, we put the hero.name in the text content of the H2. We use a, what is it called? A string literal, format literal, where we're able to put variables in the thing, a string literal, temporal, something. I said temporal. This is not about time. But I should look that up right now. JS string literal. Template literal. It is a template literal. Template literals are literals delimited with a backtick characters, allowing for multi-line strings interpolation with embedded, where are we? With embedded expressions and special constructs called tag templates. I don't know what a tag template is. A more advanced form of template literals are tag templates. Tags allow you to parse template literals with a function. What? Okay, we're gonna have to come back to this. Function my tag. Okay, yeah, that I didn't even know about that, so we're gonna come back. So anyway, we put the age in, we take that from the hero.age. Hold on, did I say that we did? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We wrapped all of this in a for loop. We got the section element, and we created a heroes, which takes a heroes array, which takes the object.members, which is an array. So object.members is an array of objects containing every superhero. And then we, okay, so then we have paragraph 3, which is going to be the superpowers, and we're going to append an unordered list to that. So the first thing we need to do is place superpowers, place place the hero dot powers of the current hero. Again, we're in hero of heroes, the heroes array. So on the current hero, we need to put the powers in. So if we're on molecule man, we'll put radiation resistance, turning tiny, and radiation blast. And I notice right here that this is incorrect. So that gives us an opportunity to fix it. Let's see. For power in superpowers, const hero list item equal document dot create element li. Hero list item dot context dot text content equals power. Why don't I? And let's see what happens. It gives me 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's returning. Why is it returning the index? What if I do something like that? So it's a string, but why is it returning 0? Should I do? It's a string. Should I do super powers and then place power here? Oh, okay, so that worked. So I don't, was that even in the tutorial? I don't remember that part. Let's see. So this is the populate section. Let's see, in the tutorial populate section. Populate, hold on, where is it? Populate heroes. List item dot text content equal power. And what did I put? Yeah, I did it right. Hero dot powers pop for. Oh, oh, oh. See, I hold on. Let's see if this works. Let's just take this out right quick. Go back to the document. Okay, so no. I thought maybe because I didn't add const power to it. I wonder why it didn't work. Const list item equals document dot for, hold on, what did I do? For const power in. Okay, so I did this earlier. So I knew C#. I knew a little bit of C#, and I think, I've done C# and Python. So I think in C# and Python, in one of those languages, you do something in something, not of. So I wonder for populate for hero of heroes. I don't have to say const power. I could just say power of powers, of superpowers. And then I could say that. And let's see what happens. Okay, so it works. So I didn't even need this. I'm glad that I figured that out though. Like that was cool that I knew that I needed to do this. But I need to remember that when we use a for loop and we use the of, I think it's called a keyword. It's power of powers, not power in superpowers. I forget which language that is, so I'm gonna have to really remember that. So then for power of superpowers, so for each power, we're going to create a list item and we're going to set that the text content of that list item to the current power in the hero.powers array. Then we're going to append that child to the hero list item. We're going to append, no, excuse me, we're going to append the hero list item to the hero powers list. And then at the end, we're going to append all of these things. We're going to append the H2, the 3 paragraphs, the heroes list. And I put a horizontal rule, append all of that to the hero article. And the hero article is this. And then we're going to append all of that. We're going to append the hero article to the section. So creates 3 sections. So that's that. That's that, and that's that, and that. So the next thing that needs to be done is, so template literals, we're going to leave that alone for now. Request. Let's go ahead and close this live server really fast. And let's move this over here with this. All right. So now what we're going to do is, my name. We're going to, it says working with JSON. It should say it's going to test our JSON. That was the next. In this lesson, we've introduced you. In the next article, we'll give you some tests that you can check to see how well you've understood and retained all this information. All right. Test your skills JSON. The aim of this skill test is to help you assess whether you've understood or our working with JSON article. Read our test your skills usage guide. Anyway. Okay, so this is, okay, so JSON 1. The one and only task in this article concerns assessing JSON data and using it in your page. JSON data about some mother cats and their kittens is available in sample.json. The JSON is loaded into the page as a string and made available in cat string parameter of the display cat info function. To complete this task, fill in the missing parts of display cat info function to store the names of 3 mother cats separated by commas. These variables are then printed on the screen inside paragraphs from hence. The JSON data is provided as text inside the display cat info function. You'll need to parse. I hope this is not the, we're not going to look at that. We're not going to look at that. Okay, so let's look at the sample.json. All right, so I think, okay, so let's do this. Let's put me over here and let's just comment all of this out. Comment all of this out. Okay. So the one and only task in this article concerns accessing the JSON data and using it in the page. So we're going to access JSON data and put it in the page. We are going to so we have the sample.json. We have that URL. Let me just copy this. Hold on, no, wrong URL. Copy this URL, and I think that'll give me the JSON. So all I have to do is say, let's do another populate function. So we're gonna do const populate equal arrow do this, and we are going to take that URL and put it in a const. So const cat's URL equals that string. So filling the missing parts of the display cat info function to store the names of the 3 mother cats separated by commas in the mother info variable. Okay, so let me look at the, well, you know what, let's just go ahead and get the object and print it to the console and see what happens. So if I have the URL, I think I need to create a request object. So create a request object with URL. So we are going to say const request equal new request, and in that request we put the cat's URL. Okay, I think that's right. For some reason this isn't highlighting up, so let's make sure we're doing it right. Oh, too far up. JSON request new request. Yeah, why didn't it? My goodness. Anyway, so we got the request object with the URL, and then we're gonna place the request in a response. So then I said it like I don't know it, but again, I just learned some of this. So we're gonna do const response equal, is it new fetch? Which I think creates a promise, and we're gonna put the request in there. And I think I'm forgetting something. Do I have to put, okay, so number 1, async hold on, how did I do it? I'm just forgetting things. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm learning. How did I do it up here? Const populate. Okay, that makes sense. Why didn't I understand that this time around? Who knows? Because we put async right here, and then I think we put await right here, right? Am I right or wrong? Let's see. Await before any, so I think I put await in the wrong place. So JSON place URL, new request. Okay, so we don't put it in front of, what is this? What is that? Okay. So we don't do it in front of the request URL because I think it has to be a part of the fetch API or something like that. So this is, hold on, what is this? So I don't do await in front of this. Do I even put new in front of that? I'm messing up, y'all. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're learning. Okay, yeah, so I don't do new because it's not a, I guess it's not a fetch object, it's just a function. Interface of the fetch API represents a resource request. Okay, so now since we have our response, so we had a URL, we have the request object created with the cat's URL, and then we take this creates a promise or something, but it's the response. So we're gonna fetch this request, place it in this response, then we're gonna say, we're gonna turn that response into text. So I'm gonna say response text equals equals JSON dot no. It's response dot text, and then I think I'm going to print response text. All right. Let's see if that works. Go here, inspect element, console, nothing. Oh yeah, because I didn't even, so we're gonna go, what are you doing? Populate. Access to fetch at has been blocked. Course pop. No access control. Allow origin header is present on the request resource. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, let's see. Let's see something. Let's see something. https:/mdn.github mdn. It's the wrong URL. mdn.github.io. Let's see something. What's the path then? No. How do I get the actual URL? I wonder, because there is something I do want to do that I haven't done. Let's copy this. Let's go to Visual Studio. Let's create a new file called cats.json. Let's paste this here, right? Close that. And then I want to see if I could just pass in. Can I just pass in the path? Can I just do that? Can we do that? Promise pending. Hold up, the promise result. Okay. So we did get what we needed, but it just gave it in a JSON string format. So we did the thing. The thing has been thanged. Okay. I don't know why it says pending. I thought we did everything we were supposed to do. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to say cats info equal JSON dot, oh, it's supposed to be JSON, yeah, dot parse, and we're going to do the response text. All right, and then we're going to console.log cats info. Okay, what did we do wrong? Unexpected token. Oh, object promise is not valid. Oh. What am I doing wrong? At JSON.parse anonymous. What am I doing wrong? Let's figure it out. All right. Okay, let's go to the first populate function. Populate. So await fetch request. Oh, we got to put await in front of the response. Okay. Hold on. So when we do response.text, we got to do await too? Await in front of the fetch and await in front of the response. And then we got the object. Okay. Okay, so we need to put await in front of fetch. We don't have to put await in front of request, but we have to put await in front of fetch, which promises data. And then I'm gonna have to go further into that. I'm gonna have to like read more on that. I'm just learning, so bear with me. Console.log cats info. Okay. So either way, we got the cats array. Boom, bam, bam, wham. So now what we need is, it says to complete the task, fill in the missing parts of the display cat info function to store the names of 3 mother cats separated by a comma. The values of these variables are then printed to the screen inside paragraphs. Okay. So first what I want to do is we have the header and we have the section. And then let's look at this. Let's look at the cats. So we have cats, name, breed, color, kittens. So the names of the 3 mother cats separated by commas in the mother info variable. The total number of kittens, how many are male, female in the kitten info info. So we have the name of the mother, the breed of the mother, the color of the mother, the kittens, which ones are males and females. So why don't we just create our own function display cat info, and then we will, so we want the names, we want in here, we want the name of the mother cat, total number of kittens, and how many kittens are male and female. And we want to I guess place that into, we're going to place that into the section. So why don't we grab the grab the section. So we're going to do const section equal document dot query selector section. Well, first we need to pass that an object in here, which is going to be the cat's info. This right here. This is going to create a JavaScript object by parsing through this text. So we're going to pass that in. And so we got the section, and we need the name of the mother cat. So let's first create these the things that we want in the paragraph. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna just put it in an article. I think that will look better. So we're gonna say cat. Let's say const cat article equals document dot create element article. And we're just going to place or append everything into this article. Now, first I want to know, do they all have 3 kids? No, one has 2, one has 3, but I don't think it matters if we use the for of. Okay, so we append everything into this article, create the article, create article that will be appended to the section. We grab the section. We want the name of the mother cat. I think we can place the object. It'll return an array. Okay. So why don't we do mother, let's do const mother cats equal object dot let me see. I just want the array. How do I get that? Or is it an array already? Let's see. Okay, so it's an object. It's an array of objects. So how do we, can we loop over that? Can we loop over that? I wonder. Because, okay, let me think about this. Because when we did it initially, we said we did object.members. This is just an array of objects. So what do I do? How do I access an array of objects? And it seems like it doesn't have a name. Why don't okay, let's figure this out. So if we have the object, let's see. What do we do? It's just an object with an array in it. Can I do this? Okay. So it says it's an object. Oh, but it's really just an array. Oh. Okay. Okay, I think I understand. Okay. So we're going to take so we're going to say const mother cats equal obj. And then we're going to say for mothers in of, I'm doing it again, mother cats for mother of mother cats, we are going to create some stuffs. So what we want, the names of the 3 mother cats separated by commas in the mother info variable. Okay, we can do that. So let's say let mother info equal, and then oh, we don't have to do all that. We're just printing it to the screen anyway. So okay, so we're gonna say we need the mother let's just print it all out. So we want the mother, the breed, the color, and the kittens. All right. So I'm gonna say const mother cat h2 equals document dot create element h2. I have a feeling I shouldn't do that in here. I have a feeling I should do that on the outside. No. This is right. Yeah. So we're going to create the elements. So we have the name, we have the breed. So then we want to say const cat breed equals document dot create element p. Then we have the color. So we're gonna say const cat color equal document dot create element p, and then we want a list. Then we're going to say const cat kitten list equal document dot create element. We're going to make an unordered list. No, let's make an ordered list. And so we got that. Okay, so we have the H2, the P's, and the OLs. So now that we have created all that, we want to populate it with information. So we're going to say mother cat H2 dot text content. Come on, dot text content equals mother's dot name. Yep, mother's dot name. Okay, then we're gonna say mother. We're gonna say cat breed equal cat breed dot text in text content equal mother's breed cat breed. Then we're gonna say cat color dot text content equal mother's dot color. Okay, all right, and then we need to create LIs for the kittens. So I'm gonna say const kittens equal mothers dot kittens. Okay, that's true. And then we're gonna iterate over that. So we're gonna say hold on, let's call this for kitten of kittens. For kitten of kittens, we're going to say const kitten equals document dot create element li, and we're going to say kitten equals kitten dot text content equals we're going to put name and gender, and so we're going to use a string, a template literal that we learned is called a template literal. So we're going to say name. We're going to say name kitten dot name age kitten dot age. All right, and then we're going to say cat kitten list dot append child kitten. All right. Woo. And then we are going to run this function inside populate. So we're going to say display cat info, obj, No, display cat info, cat's info. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. So we have this for loop. But we need, oh yeah, we have to append everything to the article, and then append article to section. So we have cat article dot append child mother. Oops, we don't have to do that. Mother cat h2 cat article append child cat breed cat article dot append child cat color cat article dot append child cat kitten list. You know what? We should create a over the kittens. We should say there should be a like a, I don't know, like a h3 const kitten heading equal document dot create element. We're gonna put an h3, and then we're gonna say kitten heading dot text content equals kittens. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cat article dot append child kitten heading. Boom, boom. Then we are going to say, since we already grabbed the article up here, the section, we're going to say section dot append child section dot append child cat article. Also, I want to cat article dot style dot margin bottom equals, I don't know, for rim. All right, let's see what happens. Ooh, we did it. Hold up, name undefined. Name is undefined. Const kitten, age is undefined. Oh. Will that fix it? Hold on. Okay. Const kittens, kitten of kittens. Const kitten list item equal document dot create. Okay, so we create the li. Then we say kitten list item dot text context equal name kitten dot name. Hold on, what happened? Oh yeah. Okay. We're getting closer, but the age is undefined. Is that what we call it? Do we call it kitten gender? So there's not gender. So there's kitten dot gender. There we go. So we're gonna say all right. All right, so we did that. Leopard. Hold up. Antonia. Why is Antonia's Aphrodite giant leopard spotted? Okay, hers is a little different. But it did not add the margin bottom. Yeah, I want some margin bottom on the cat article. So these are the cat articles. I'm thinking of this wrong. Okay, this is what I did wrong. So const cat article equal document.create element article. And then we want to say, I wonder will that work this time. So we have, yeah, it did. So we have 3 different sections now. I declared that cat article in the wrong space. Okay, so that's finished. So now we have Lindy. We have the kittens. We have Mina and her kittens. We have Lindy is a, I don't know what type of cat that is, a Cymric? Oh. And then we have the kittens, Percy, Thea, and Annis. And then we have Mina, an Aphrodite giant. Well, I don't know what that is, so let's find out. Isn't that like a... Okay, that's interesting. Kittens, Doris, Pickle, and Max. Then we have a Ossicat. Ossicat? Oh. Interesting. And Antonia has 2 kittens, Bridget and Randolph. Okay. Let's see what's next. Okay. Oh, and they wanted, hold on. We can always, you know what? We can go ahead and do that. We can say, do I need to do that? Do we need to do that? Challenge, building house data UI. in this challenge, we are going to get you to write some JavaScript for a house search filter page on a property website. This will include fetching JSON data, filtering the data based on the values entered in provided form controls, and rendering that data to the UI along the way. We'll also test your knowledge of conditional loops. To begin with, press play. Okay. So search for houses for sale. You can filter your search by street, number of bedrooms, and number of bathrooms, or just submit the search with no filters to display all available properties. Okay, that's interesting. I think I can do that. And okay, then you'll, do we have JSON? Okay, yeah, we got houses information. Okay, so that is probably what we will be doing tomorrow. So I'm in a weird place where I don't know. I realize like I can't do front end mentor Jonas's course and the Odin project at the same time. So I think what I'm going to do is focus on front end mentor and Jonas's course, and then transition to the Odin project in full force, finish that out, and then go from there, because I did want to do Jonas's JavaScript course, his React course, and his Node course. That is what I wanted to do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, all while doing front end mentor challenges. So I think since I got a better grip on, sorry if that's, somebody complained, well, somebody expressed that this was a bit too bright. It's a bit too bright for my taste as well. I do not like white backgrounds on web pages. I wish there was a way to change it, but there's not. I mean, there is a way to change it, but I'm just not going to go ahead and do all that. So we got our learning paths. We're on the JavaScript fundamentals learning path. And so I think tomorrow I'm going to start on the time tracking dashboard. May the universe be with me, because I struggle on some of these front end mentor things like a lot. So it's this one, and then the tip calculator, and then the password generator app, which is, woo, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Password generator app. You'll build custom form controls and use JavaScript to create random passwords. My goodness. So tomorrow I'll be starting on the time tracking dashboard, and I will be, is the page still up? Nope. I'll be working on Jonas's course. I wonder, do y'all know Jonas is complete? Jonas Schmechman Udemy. Okay, so we got the complete JavaScript course, which I'm working on. Then I want to do the ultimate React course. This is an awesome course that I'm doing right now. I want to do the React course and then the Node.js. So I think we're coming along, and I really enjoy working through the MDN documentation. I know they have a Scrimba MDN. The MDN curriculum. Let's see. Is this free? So anyway, I do like going through the MDN documentation. I did not think I would like it this much, but I do. I really, really do. It's really nice. Now, if only I can get back to it. Either way, I think I need to push this to GitHub just to say I done did something with my life. Get my little green box for today. So that's what we did today. We did some more JSON. Um, I will be starting on the front end mentor thing tomorrow, and I need to go to my GitHub and update those links, because if you go to my GitHub and you try to look at some of the front end mentor challenges that I've done, the link doesn't work because I changed my name from, I think it was Kristen Alley to Kristen Codes, to better, to streamline all my social media stuff or whatever. So yeah, and I want to thank everybody for subscribing, and it really means a lot to me. I think a lot of us have been always ponder doing YouTube, and it's always like this huge wall that stops us from actually doing it. Um, and I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, "Oh man, I should have did this years ago." And he was like, "You know what? But now is the time." Um, and I remember in some of my art classes seeing people who were older, and I think I saw this meme, not a meme, but it was like a little motivational thing, where it was like this 60-year-old guy learning how to draw, and he was like, well, I should have did this a long time ago, but that doesn't matter, I'm here now. And that's how I feel about that. I'm here now. And to the people who are saying they want to make the videos, go ahead and make your videos, please. I think it's great. I also think one of the reasons the reason I created this is to document my journey. It's also to kind of show myself my own progress. It was to scratch that YouTube itch that I've been having for a long time. And it's also because I want to show potential employers, like, look, this was my process of learning. This is what I do. This is what I don't. And I think that's very important, because from what I understand and what I'm seeing on YouTube, if it is true, they are making you jump through 3 hoops and making you sacrifice your firstborn child for a position. I don't know about all that, but I do think that I feel like if there's going to be a lot of competition, there's no use in complaining about the competition. The only reasonable and logical thing to do is to become competitive. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. Um, I want to thank everybody for giving me all the motivation and subscribing and liking and commenting. There's a lot of people who have said they are just starting, and there's some people are saying that I kind of inspired them to do more. Um, oh, I also want to thank Angela. Angela, let me see if I can find her. I'm gonna move this off screen right quick. Let's see. Subscriptions. Oh, she's at the top. Dang, she's not even at the top. Hold on. How do I find her? Hold on. I gotta find her right now. Okay, yeah. Found her. Okay, this is her. She inspired me last week to post, to start, to really just start. And it's her lives. She does lives every Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 Central Standard Time. Um, she has been, I think, in the industry for 16 years. Um, and she's a very powerful force of positivity and good vibes. And I enjoy watching her code. I enjoy her insight. And again, it's people like this that um, are really what we need in the world. Because I think we're living in an age where we're seeing that our leadership isn't really valuing the process of going from junior to senior, and to see people who are at a higher level try to give that knowledge to people who are just starting is a blessing. So I hope that y'all go and subscribe to her and look at some of her stuff. And again, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am about to push to GitHub, and then I'm gonna go chill somewhere. So this is my GitHub. If y'all curious, if you go to it, you can always see which videos, uh, my latest YouTube videos and stuff. And I'm going to be updating all of my repositories to my new URL, my new Christian code stuff. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, a wonderful week. I will be posting every day this week too. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Oh, by the way, some of y'all might be like, oh, well, I am in Texas. It is currently 10:27 p.m. I try to post these before the day is out, just so I can say I'm posting every day. So if you see this and you're just like, hold up, hold on. Actually, if I think about it, if it did post after 12 for you, then I'm still technically posting every day for you. So I guess what I'm saying doesn't matter. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.